Information systems. In order to understand an information system, we need to backtrack a little bit and talk about an organization um, and what's typical in an organization, such as how information flows within an organization. So to backtrack some more, we can note that every organization has specific functions. The naming and nomenclature may be a little bit different, but typically they're in this particular range of accounting, marketing, human resources, production, and research. So in terms of the functions, from a functional perspective, the first thing we have here is human resources. Human resources are involved with all human-centered activities across the entire organization. Artex has a widget company, so to say. At HealthWise, this particular department is implementing a new benefits package designed to attract new employees and retain current employees. So that's what HR is doing here in this particular functional perspective. Next, we have research. Research conducts basic research and relates new discoveries to the firm's current or new products department. So with HealthWise, research people at HealthWise explore new ideas from exercise physiologists about muscle development. They use this knowledge to design new physical fitness machines. Another category or functional perspective of an organization is production, where it takes raw materials and people to work out finished goods or services. It may be a manufacturing activity, or in the case of a retail store, an operations activity. At HealthWise, their department purchases steel and aluminum to be used in weightlifting and exercise machines. The marketing function handles planning, pricing, promoting, selling, and distributing goods and services to customers. At HealthWise, it even gets involved with creating a customer newsletter that is distributed via the corporate website. So that's a function of marketing. And then of course there's accounting, which tracks all financial activity. At HealthWise, this department records bills and other financial transactions with sporting goods stores. It also produces financial statements, including budgets and forecasts of financial performance. So we understand the functions of a typical organization. All right. So let's look at the actual flow of information in terms of management. Here, at this level here, we have what's known as the supervisory level of information flow. It is primarily vertical. At HealthWise, production supervisors monitor worker activities to ensure smooth production. They provide daily status reports to middle level production managers. Okay, so information is being gathered, and then they push this information up to middle managers. Middle managers' information flow is vertical and horizontal, meaning they get information from the supervisors and they push it up. They can also get information from what we talked about earlier, the different functional categories or parts of an organization, such as accounting, research. Remember any of these? Production, HR, marketing. Okay, and they're getting information horizontally as well, and that information is being pushed up. And then you have top level managerial information flow, which is vertical and horizontal, just like middle management. Okay, because your VPs here from these different areas can share information with each other that's relevant to also push up. And it's also external, meaning they may take information from outside of the organization to input in. Okay, at HealthWise, because it's producing health fitness equipment, they could get information about people's health and what is trending. Maybe right now jogging is in, or perhaps cycling is in, and that information then goes into their reports so that it can provide the best information up on through the ladder. Next, we have what's known as computer-based information systems. At the very bottom of it, we have what's known as TPS, transaction processing systems, which record the day-to-day transactions to support supervisors. So at HealthWise, production supervisors use their TPS reports to record and to monitor current inventory levels and production line output. So your TPS, they're going to record your sales order. They'll be in charge of filling up and providing reports on your accounts receivables, your inventory, okay, which helps build your income statement, balance sheet, etc. Next, as this information flows up to your MIS, okay, you have your MIS system, which is used data from the TPS to support middle level managers. At HealthWise, regional sales managers use their MIS reports to monitor weekly divisional sales and to compare actual sales to establish goals. These reports can be provided typically periodically, okay, through a periodic report. They can also provide, the MIS systems can provide what's known as an exception reports for unusual events, why were inventory levels at this particular junction in time at this level compared to this time last year. Okay, and they can also provide demand reports on demand because of a specific event that occurred that affected this entire industry for HealthWise. Next, as we push up again, we have DSS systems, decision support systems, which use data from TPS and a set of flexible analytical tools to support middle managers again. At HealthWise, the regional sales managers use DSS to evaluate the impact of a recent national promotion campaign on regional sales and corporate profit. So here with DSS, it can provide actually several models under DSS. They can provide what are known as tactical models, which help middle managers control the work of an organization, such as financial planning and sales promotion planning. They can provide for operational models, which help lower level managers accomplish the organization's day-to-day activities. And they can also provide for strategic models, which assist top level managers in long range planning, such as stating company objectives and planning plant locations. From there, we push up to the ESS, the executive support systems, which use internal data from MIS and TPS and external data to support top-level managers. This information is typically provided in a highly summarized form so that they can see everything in a summarized form and then have the capacity to drill down on it and provide direction for that drill down. So here at HealthWise, the marketing vice president uses his ESS to view current marketing operations and to develop long-term marketing strategies. Next, we have what's known as other information systems. Other information systems include what's known as office automation systems, which are designed primarily to support data workers. These systems focus on managing documents, communicating, and scheduling. Your project managers will use this a lot. There's office automation systems uh, because they will use programs that are designed to schedule, plan, and to control project resources. Other information systems would be what's known as knowledge work systems. Knowledge work systems are used to create information in their area of expertise. Areas that are included under the category of knowledge work systems would be CAM and CAD, computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing systems. These types of KWSs consist of powerful personal computers running special programs that integrate the design and manufacturing activities of a particular organization. And last, we have what's known as an expert system. An expert system can use artificial intelligence that uses a database containing facts and rules to provide assistance to users. If you've read A Look into the Future, it talks about IBM's Watson in our text and how IBM Watson can be used for a plethora of things in cancer-related research and even on Wall Street. So in a nutshell, today we talked about information systems. We started out to understand how information flows. In order to understand the flow of information and how it flows up, we have to go back a little bit further and understand the different organizational functions of a company and how those functions can talk horizontally with one another to push information up vertically. And then we talked about the different computer-based systems that are used across our different functions of an organization and management levels, from TPS to MIS to DSS to ESS. And then we finally said, well, there's a category of others, from office automation systems, KWS systems, to an expert system like IBM Watson. And that's it for information systems.